So in this video, we'll be starting on a new series. It will be mainly based on Spring Boot and Angular. Here we'll be creating a full stack car rental application and we'll be using SQL as our database. So let's just start. So for this, we'll need to create a Spring application project. For that, we'll need to go on spring.io. So I need to open start.spring.io in this. And what I'll do, I'll just select Maple, Java 3.2, it's fine. I do 17 and I just name it .car rental. And let's also name this car rental. Application. And we can also add a description here. It could go something like application in SQL for car renting. And we now need to add some dependencies in this. It could be Lombok, would be web, it would be SQL, data JPA, and then there would be my SQL driver. So this would be enough for this project right now, and let's just click on generate. As soon as it is generated, I open this zip, I copy the folder, and let's just paste it here, car rental, and I open it in my terminal, or I can directly open this in my VS Code. It's up to me. So as soon as we open this, we see our main folder. In this we have test and there is main. Like we talked that we need to have a main class to start. So it is already created in the Spring project when we download it from the website of theirs. And here in this resources, I go into application properties, and here is the first thing where I need to add the configurations to my SQL server so it can be connected to the Spring Boot application here. Okay, and also here I can define the port on which I will be opening the project or mainly running the project. So for having SQL, you need to have MySQL workbench in your system to understand it, or if you already have XAMPP, you can use it as well. It's up to you. Just need to have the port configurations available for you, and if you want, you can just go on to Google and install MySQL workbench, and it would be doing everything. And you just need to open the MySQL workbench like this, MySQL workbench. So this is my MySQL workbench. I open the MySQL connection here, and I can see having these databases here. So I have created this using this. You can create a new schema by clicking on this, and we just need to add the name and do next, and that's it. Or we can also use a basic query, create database. Database. Now we need to give it a name, like let me give it a test name, do database test. I do this, I run this, create database, cannot create a database test, database equal to, because test name is already available. So let me just do plus. Now it's created, and I would see it here if I just open it again. See, our test one is here, and we'll be creating the tables now. So let's just first add the configurations to our application, then we'll move forward. Okay, So this is the application properties file in the source folder inside the resources and source and main resources application. Here I start writing my configuration. So I do spring dot data source. Disconnected. So I start typing the configuration for my database. So I just spring dot data store. URL and then I add the file of my connection. I will read this MySQL 197.0.0.1. Then I add my token. I add the name of the database. I also need to define this point. The data source. Dot the name, which is good. Right now I don't have password for the configure. The code, the password, that's a table here. Okay. Now I have added all the configurations to my SQL database, my Spring Boot application. So now moving forward, what you'll be needing, to have this here to run the Java project which we have just created. So for that, you can go into the extensions and you can just type Spring here. And you see these two extensions, mainly this one, Spring Boot dashboard. It mainly installs this one with it. So if you install this, you'll just see a tab here, run this project. So I just click on run it and I have to allow this obviously. So you see in the terminal, I got start getting the logs of it. See, Tomcat started on 8080, but what if I want to have another port for it? So I just do server dot port equals to 9000. Simple as that. Now I have to restart the project. And now you can see the port is started on 9000. Okay, so this is the first part of the project, setting up the backend so we can start writing the APIs needed for it. Okay, APIs of RESTful services, that's what we use, widely used everywhere. Now we need to start the setup of the front end. Mainly we'll be using Angular in this because it provides a server-side rendering as well. So we'll be covering some aspects of server-side rendering as well in this project. So we just come into the project folder where I have created the backend for it. I open the terminal here and I just do an ng new car rental Angular. I could also have done, so I just do and write a command of ng new and front end. This is the folder name or the project. So front end car rental. Enter. And it could be possible that you find a error here like ng is not recognized. So for that you need to run npm install -g angular CLI, and that would be installing this ng to your system so you can use it. Then we select SCSS for this and we do yes, and the project is start creating. The project is creating now. So now as the process of creating it is done, I just need to go into the folder. I do cd and then I just do ng serve, not server, just serve. So it will be starting the development server of the Angular, which we can see. And also, it's building. And I just control click on that. You see a local development server is started. So now let's just start creating our first APIs, which we will needing to create the project for.